This video review is sponsored by Skosh, Accessories for Life. What's up, Geeksters? It's me, Omar, from GeeksterLabs.com. How is it going today, guys? So the product I'm going to show you today, and I'm going to get a little geeked out, if you will, because I'm kind of big on Stylus, however it's pronounced. Today's product was something sent to me free for review from LynkTec, and we have the LynkTec TruGlide Apex Fine Point Electronic Stylus. And this is actually something that originally came off of a Kickstarter project that they started a little while back, which they were able to get funded, and now they're taking pre-orders, and I believe this product is about to launch like any day now. It currently retails for $60 for pre-order, and the version I have here is the Obsidian Black, which is like a gunmetal shaft and a black tip. They also have a brushed silver, which is a lighter, more chrome shaft with a white end on it. I think for the most part, it hasn't been too bad as far as when I use this. It does get full of fingerprints, I have noticed, which is not a big deal to me, but I know some people kind of make a bigger deal about that than others. So this is an electronic stylus, okay? And so what does that mean? So obviously, guys, this has a fine tip. This is a 2.3 millimeter tip on the end of the stylus. Normally, in order to accomplish using a fine tip on a stylus, you have to have Bluetooth. That has to be a Bluetooth stylus. So the downfall to using Bluetooth is that you have to have apps on your iPad or your other device that work with a Bluetooth stylus. You can't just use it with any app that you want, okay? So normally, I have an example here. Normally, most stylus tips are like this, round, bulbous, big tip on the end of it, which is basically replicating about the size that of the area that you need to, capacitive screen on an iPad needs to register when you're using your finger. Is about that. So when the stylus is flat on this display, that size that it is on the surface is about the size of your finger when it's touching the screen to respond to it, okay? So normally you have to use this type of stylus. I like to sketch sometimes on my iPad. I don't like sketching or writing with a big bulbous tip stylus. Not really my thing. So the other type of stylus that we've kind of seen come from late, not too long ago, just released from Adonit, is their disc stylus. So if you can see on the tip of this stylus, there's a disc. It looks like a ballpoint pen with a disc on the end of it, which is pretty nice. And this is very smooth, very, very cool texture when drawing and writing. However, it still feels a little odd whenever you're drawing or picking it up. If you're constantly using this and you're picking it up, drawing, doing that type of thing, it feels weird when that disc is hitting flat on the surface. So that still has a little bit, there are some downfalls to using this type of stylus. So obviously the one that we have here from LynkTec, the TruGlide, is different from all those because the tip is actually fine point, 2.3 millimeters. The tip is more of a rubber sensation. It's not like a pen, like a plastic stylus tip that you may expect to. It actually is. It actually has some flex to it. As you can see right there, it does move a little bit. But because this uses a quadruple A battery on the inside here, so it is powered. And so all you have to do is turn the crank all the way, and you see the little blue light shines on. That means it is powered on right there. It actually comes with an additional AAA battery and an additional tip in case anything happens to this tip right here. So let's do a couple demos and let's talk about my experience and how it is using the stylus to like sketch drawings on the iPad. Alrighty, guys. So here we have my iPad right here, and I have the stylus turned on, and I'm going to show you when using it. Like so. Now, one of the issues I have noticed while using this is there's a bit of latency. It doesn't exactly follow as you draw. If you can see, it's not touching the tip. When I stop, it catches up to the tip. If I'm moving, the faster I move, the further away the line gets from the tip, which is it's kind of odd. So depending on how you draw or how you write, it may be kind of strange because you can go real fast and it takes a while for it to catch up with what you're doing. As you can see there, which is kind of strange, kind of odd. I mean, not that this is nothing that's not. Oops, sorry. This is not something that's not known or on other devices as well. It does the same thing on the Adonit stylus. If you can see right there, see that disc. I will say though that I do like the texture of the Adonit one because it has plastic disc and it's plastic on the screen here, so it's smoother. I feel when using it as opposed to the LynkTec TruGlide, because the LynkTec TruGlide has that rubbery tip on it. So you can see. So that's probably my biggest issue when using this stylus is that it doesn't completely follow the tip, especially if you're going really fast. I believe the Bluetooth stylus will be a lot more precise when you're using it on a tablet like this, on a capacitive screen, because it will follow exactly. It knows exactly where that tip is going at all times. So that's probably my only big issue when using the stylus. like I said, however, the other thing that goes with the Bluetooth stylus is that you can't use it with every app. Right now I'm currently using Adobe Ideas. That's the app I'm using right now, which does support a Bluetooth stylus. But there's other sketching, drawing, painting apps where you can't use a Bluetooth stylus, and so you would be stuck using the big bulbous round one that I showed you earlier. The one thing I do notice, though, that probably is one benefit of using the Bluetooth over this one is when you put your palm on the screen itself, and let me back up the camera a little bit so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So when I put my palm on the screen and I try to use the stylus, it thinks I'm touching it with two fingers. It thinks I'm doing this because it recognizes my palm as one input and the pen is the other input. With the Bluetooth stylus, it doesn't do that. You can put your palm around the screen and it's only going to respond to the tip of the stylus. So that's pretty much the only benefits of having Bluetooth and using this stylus. Overall, if you can get used to using it on the edge like this, oops, I'm touching it still. Oops, there we go. If you can get used to using it on the edge like this, it's not really a big deal. And when you're writing, I think you would probably get used to having that little slight lag that you notice whenever you are writing, because it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't consistently follow the tip of the pen as you're moving it. That's just kind of the nature of it. It takes a while for that tip to catch up to the end of the pen. But still, while using this and compared this to the other stylus, I would still rather use this one because it just feels a little more precise. It feels more natural when writing because after all, we're all used to using pens that are like this. We're not used to using big markers or crayons when we write words and notes and drawings and things like that. So just something to consider, guys. Like I said, this retails for $60. A very nice stylus. I'm looking forward to seeing more of these stylus coming to the market. I know Just Mobile is another company that has one coming out as well. That's the one I mentioned at the very beginning that we saw at CES with this type of technology, but it seems that LynkTec is ahead of the game here, and they're already starting to take pre-orders. And like I said, I believe they launched the stylus in February, so go check them out on their website. I'll put that link in the description. And if you guys have any questions about this product, please post those below. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. I read all the comments on all of my videos. And if you want to stay up to date with all my content, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and show some love to the like button down below if you did like this video. And as always, guys, make sure you stop by geeksterlabs.com for the latest in tech news and video reviews, and I will see you in the next video review.